Joining us now is Audrey, and we're going to be talking about the fact that you don't need 25 products to look beautiful. All you need is probably her fabulous 5. Actually, how many are there? Are there 5?
5.
It's
yes,
5, right?
5.
There you go, fabulous 5. And what does Sagrada mean?
So Sagrada means sacred in Spanish. Sagrada is, everything is sacred, right? And I wanted to bring that out in my skincare line, since your skin is sacred, nourishing your skin is sacred, and we need to take that little time and make it sacred for ourselves.
So many times I have like body shamed myself. I've like, oh, I'm looking and I see wrinkles and things like that. But then the other day, for whatever reason, I woke up and I just hugged myself and I just said, you know what? Aww. You have a body and it's okay. Like just to embrace the fact that your soul is in a vessel, right? That's it. I was just like happy for that one moment of time, and I was just like grateful for the journey, grateful to be alive. So this type of product are like not terrible for you, right? It's like something gentle.
They're perfect for you, actually.
Well, I love that. Okay, so what makes them perfect?
So they are 100% natural, and when I say natural, it's yes, natural. There's no greenwash anything, and everything that you see in the ingredient list, that's there. Nowadays, we got to be careful with the ingredients. A lot of people do not disclose their ingredients, so we think we're using the correct product or the healthy product, but it's not true. So looking at the ingredients is great, and then also I use ancient methods to extract the botanicals, and everything is small batched, so I make sure that everything is there and I'm there and it's perfect. We also use crystals, and we use frequencies to enhance the energetic aspect
I'm really about
the product. Yes.
Yeah. Now you had, what is a Mongolian spot? You had a journey for yourself, which is why you decided to do this.
Yes. So my background is in Ayurveda and herbalism and yoga. And I've always done medicine and I love herbs. And for the longest time, I was born with Mongolian spot, which is a birthmark. And this birthmark never went away. Okay. I did all the treatments, all the products, and it worked for a little bit, but then it went back. And what I did was, at some point when perimenopause started, it got way worse. And I said, I have to take this matter in my own hands, and I did it. And now you can barely see it. You
could barely see it. I was looking in the rearview mirror the other day. I was driving, and I noticed like a little dark patch, like right here, right? Your skin changes.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Right? Your skin definitely changes.
And
so go ahead.
The biggest thing is that we are all sold that we're doing something wrong, or that our skincare routine is not good, or that we are the problem. The problem is not that, and it's not our blemishes or anything like that. The problem is that we're not nourishing our skin enough.
You should be drinking water too.
Drinking water, yeah. I talk about a lot of pillars for that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was reading when I was doing the research and everything, and I was like, wow, you've put a lot of thought and a lot of, I would say, education behind what it is that you're doing. What is your future growth? What are you hoping to do with this product line?
Well, what I hope is that everybody tries it.
Okay.
There's a lot of love and intention in the product. And also, I want people to realize that you don't have to do a million steps to look beautiful. And also, you can show up for yourself and use things with good ingredients, because that is going to help us in the long run. Also, what I hope is that people understand and look at the labels, even if they don't buy my product, that's okay. But what I want people is to be informed and make the skincare, the beauty industry, raise the standards.
Love that. Sagrada.
Sagrada. Make everything sacred.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate you coming to set today. Hope you're having a great time.
I do.
There you go. Please, when we show these wonderful segments with all of our entrepreneurs, please take the time to go to their website. We hope that you enjoy your own personal journey, and thank you for joining us by watching this. Joining us now is Vanessa, and if you think that her lips look amazing, it's because that's what she specializes in. She specializes in lips. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Good. Well, you're also a registered nurse, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us the journey between being a registered nurse and then just wanting someone's smile to look a little nicer.
Well, I started as a nurse in 1998, and I did something completely, well, still doing something completely different than aesthetics now.
Okay.
But about 3 years ago, I got inspired actually by my sister, who got her aesthetics license and opened up her own business at Frasier Aesthetics. So she really encouraged me to kind of take a leap of faith, so to say, and at least take some classes to see if I wanted to even start this aesthetic journey. So started like 3 years ago. I took my first class in the city at Beauty Fix and met Anita Wolf, who is one of the top trainers in the Northeast. So I continued training with her, and about 1.5 years ago, I decided to open my own business. So
Lovely. So I believe, if I'm correct, is that this type of help, right, for facial features is fairly new, less maybe 20 years or so, or?
yeah,
Okay.
solid 20 years. Yeah.
Solid 20 years. So my upper lip is kind of thin, right? But I haven't had it done yet because I'm like, I'm a little nervous. How can someone relax and not be nervous about this type of procedure?
I think it's very important for a nurse or anyone in this field to really listen to their client and understand their fears so that they can be educated on, what's appropriate and what's not, and getting a thorough medical history and past experiences. So, and understanding what they would like the end result to be and be realistic about what would look good for them and what would be natural. So,
Okay.
so that's what I try to focus on.
Lovely. Is there like a favorite set of lips that you've seen? Like, did somebody come to you and be like, wow, I know that with a little bit of this or that this is going to be fantastic?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But I try to be very honest and let them know if what they want is a realistic goal.
Okay. Yeah, your whole mouth isn't going to look like it's like someone else's mouth. It's
Right.
just going to be enhanced.
Yes.
Okay, so there's 3 things here: lip flip, Botox, and lip filler. What is a lip flip? Because that term I wasn't aware of.
A lip flip is using Botox in 4 little spots in your upper lip to kind of give a little bit of fullness to the lip without making it, giving it a lot of volume like it would with regular filler.
Understood. Okay, so it's just the technique.
Yes.
It goes in a different location.
Right.
Right. Because sometimes, well, let's be honest, we have seen people that have really had bad lip jobs, right? Because it's like more like the duckbill kind of situation, right? Okay.
Right.
So if that happens, can you fix that? Can you fix something that's been done incorrectly?
You can. You can dissolve it and wait a certain period of time and kind of assess where the lips are at that time, and then refill them. It's a little bit of a process, a little bit uncomfortable, but it can be fixed.
Lovely. So Vanessa, how can people reach out to you? So the name of your company is Ocean Glow Aesthetics.
Yes.
Okay.
My Instagram.
Great.
To text me, send me a DM.
Okay. And how often should somebody come and get their filler done? Is it once a month?
I guess depending on what their goal is, filler can last 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, depending on where it is and what type of filler it is. So.
Just depends.
It's different for each client.
So you customize smiles is what you do.
Yes.
Not the teeth, but the lips. Very nice to meet you.
That's very nice to meet you too.
Yeah, thank you for helping me understand it, because for someone that hasn't done it before, you do have questions, right? I'm like, I kind of want to know.
Yeah.
So in like recovery, after somebody has a session, is it, are you good to go like an hour or so later, or?
With Botox and filler, there's different protocol you should follow after. With filler, not trying to sleep on the side of your face, so you're not moving anything around. Botox, you need to not exercise for a little while afterwards, so it really stays where it's placed.
Lovely. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more. If you've tried this before, I'd love to hear an email from you. I want to know what it's like. And thanks for watching. Joining us now is Fiona, and we're going to be talking about the link between an animal and their soul and why pets are so important to people. Hello.
Hi.
When did you realize that you had some gifts?
So the earliest memory that I have is when I was 4 years old, and I was talking to our family cat. And I thought everybody could hear animals. I didn't think it was anything special, but based on the reaction my parents gave me when I told them I was hearing my cat talk to me.
Wow.
Not everyone can do that.
No, not everyone can do that. Not everyone can do that. So you knew at an early age that you had this connection.
Yes.
What is it about pets and their people that sometimes make the grieving process so hard to get through?
Yeah. So our animals see us in a way that humans don't, right? They love us unconditionally, but beyond that, they accept us, like our faults and all, and they still love us, and they don't change how much they love us based on our behavior. So that's such a profound connection that we have with our animals that when they cross over, it becomes really, we feel that void sometimes more than we feel the loss of an actual human.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were sharing a little bit because my son Matthew is just getting on a plane now to go to Ann Arbor, right? And we were talking about how close he was because he had Chi-Chi when he was 2 years old, right?
Yeah.
And she stayed as long as she possibly could.
Yes.
Right?
And oftentimes our animals will come into our lives, well, they always come into our lives at very specific points, but they can come in, like I'm guessing in the case of your son, she probably came in order to usher him through the first season of his life into early adulthood.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's so profound, these connections that we have with them.
Yeah, it was funny too because not to talk too much about my own family, but while you're here, but he was like 2 years old and he had gone to the pet store and he saw this big black dog named Butchie. And he was literally talking in his sleep. He was between my husband and I, and he was napping, and he was like, Butchie, Butchie, Butchie. And I looked at Dan, and I'm like, we need to get this child a dog. So we did. We went, and instead of naming the dog Butchie, we named her Chi-Chi, because she was smaller. She wasn't like this big, gigantic dog, because he was a toddler. And so it was a lovely journey for them. They were really close friends. You know?
Yes, and we always get the animals that are meant to be in our lives. There's never a mistake as to the animal that's with us during a certain period of our life.
And as I was sharing, I wasn't able to have a pet when I was little, but I had married this man named Tom, and Tom had Mo, and Mo was like a human. You know, Mo would come and greet me and like dance with me and things like that.
Aww.
So, you know, it's not that I haven't had connections with pets. I have some good, some not so good, right? Mainly on me. Not on the pet, mainly on me, right? So you have to kind of learn how to love a pet.
Every animal comes into our life has a soul contract with us.
Okay.
And they're all meant to teach us something or help us along our path at that point in our life. So even the animals that are really challenging,
Right.
I have found over the years that those are the animals that have really big lessons to help us learn.
Wow,
And they're
interesting.
triggering us because they have such a big lesson that they're here to help us with.
Got it. So they have a role, they kind of,
Yes.
it's an agreement, and that's what that is.
Absolutely.
Interesting. So we're going to be talking about animal communication, and also why do people reach out? It's not just about grief. Also, sometimes you're an intuitive and you can help animals that are still in their bodies.
Yes.
Okay, how is that? What do you do?
So animal communication is basically telepathically connecting with an animal and receiving messages from them. So I get messages in one of two ways. I either literally hear the animal talking to me, right? Like it's like we're having a full-on conversation.
Wow.
Or they will show me images. Usually it's a combination of both.
Okay.
And I'll get images, like I might say to them, can you tell me what your favorite activity is? And they might show me going to a pond and swimming, or going for a walk, or riding in the car.
Okay.
And then based on that, I relay those messages to the human. But I can ask animals specific questions and they'll give me an answer.
That's so cool. I think you're the first person I've ever met that does that, right?
It's very cool. If I can say so myself,
Yeah.
it's very, very cool.
Congratulations
it's really cool.
for having that gift. You know,
Yeah,
gifts come
it's
to us in different
beautiful.
ways. So you have different offerings, right? So tell us what it is that someone could help, you could help them with.
For animals that are in spirit, people might reach out to me. There might be a behavioral issue. Some people might want to just know, hey, what's my animal thinking?
Okay.
But oftentimes I will get people who reach out. There might be an illness that they can't quite pinpoint what's going on with the animal, so I can feel into their body and
Wow.
tell them, like, hey, you know, this is what's presenting. There's a pain here, or they feel sluggish or something like that. There might be another family member that's about to arrive, whether it's a baby or maybe there's,
Really?
you know, somebody's getting married. And believe it or not, the animals really like to be included in what's going on.
Got it.
And they like to be told what's happening.
Yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
there's a new baby that's going to be coming in.
Exactly.
So that Maggie's not like so surprised or.
Right, exactly. There's a lot of times I'll get situations where people have what appears to be a behavioral issue, like the dog might be barking a lot or the cat might be fighting with another cat in the home. And this is always tied to the lesson that the animal's trying to help their human with.
I love this, Fiona. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
So nice to meet you.
It was lovely to meet you. It was great to be here.
So for all of our pet parents, you know, we try to do stories that are special for you. I hope that you found joy in this story. Please go to their website to find more information out. I'm Donna Drake. We've been visiting with Fiona, and love to all of our pets. Hey guys, today I'm taking you behind the scenes. I'm producing this segment because our correspondent is Dee Naughn. Stay tuned.
Wow, there are thousands of people here at BookCon. What's your name and where you're from?
My name is Katie and I'm from Queens, New York.
I'm Sophia, I'm also from Queens, New York.
I'm Sushma. I'm originally from Bangalore, India, but I live in Philadelphia now.
What made you want to come to BookCon this year?
Yeah, I was really excited originally about the panelists, potentially like meeting some authors that like wrote some of the books I read growing up. One big one for me was like Victoria Aveyard, and even like during BookCon, like we were able to find out like further releases that are happening this year. Like one of them is like The Fifth Faction, so we know like she has not released a book in like so long, so that's been really excited to hear about.
I think finding new independent authors were pretty fun. Seeing books that might not be in the big bookstores.
It was the same, finding out new authors, and because I was coming to BookCon, I got to read a lot of new books. So the books that I had not read before, like for example, Yellowface, I had not read it before, and I read it just before coming here, so that was fun.
Hey, thank you so much. Wow, look at all these books over here.
My name is LP. We are Limitless Productions. We're a local trivia event-based company in Hoboken, New Jersey. And this is actually our second time here at BookCon. We're longtime Comic-Con fans. And we built this trivia gallery wall at our local library in Hoboken, New Jersey. And actually, Hoboken, a trivia fun fact is that Hoboken is one of the first U.S. cities to not ban books and become a book sanctuary. So we were the first ones to say we will never ban a book, and we built this entirely at our library. And we've been moving around and giving bookish trivia for all of our local friends. My colleague Jane too, we built that wall together, and we've been moving around and providing trivia and bookish fun for everybody here at BookCon at Javits Center.
Oh, I love for Croix. Here in this indie alley, we have artists and crafts people selling their stuff around here. What is your reaction of BookCon returning this year?
I think BookCon is bigger and better than ever, Dean. I think it's fantastic. I can't believe it. I was outside, there's lines around the block. I think there's so much excitement for reading and books, and it thrills me. Come to BookCon as an author is really exciting because we're with all kinds of other authors and we all come together and there's a really great community, so it's very exciting. And then we make new friends, which is I'm making a new friend with you. We make new friends, we all talk to each other. It's really fantastic. It's really fantastic. It's a community. It's community building.
Adriana, you've been on the Donna Drake show.
Yes. I've been on Donna Drake's show. I love Donna Drake. It's one of my favorite shows of all time because we really get into it. We talk deep about what we're doing as artists, and I really appreciate it. It's a fantastic show, and everybody watches, everybody listens. It's wonderful.
What's your title of the most recent book?
You're going to love this. It's called The View from Lake Como, Italy, and Lake Como, New Jersey. It's got a little bit of America, a little bit of Italy. It's fantastic and really fun. And it's the story of a woman who has to build a new life in the house to go with it in Italy.
What's good? You know what's going on. It's Harlan, it's Soul Free, and we are here at the Bookmark Shop in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. We are here to see, let's get some people involved. Guys, are you more excited to see WillieBoy? Let me hear you. Or are you more excited to see Steve Schirripa? I don't know. I think it's WillieBoy all the way. Let's get to it. It's Harlan, it's Soul Free. Soul Free with Harlan Friedman, your home for sneakers and culture.
Ooh, that is so fire!
Hey, what's going on? It's Harlan. It's Soul Free, and we are on location today. We have a very special day. We're going to be at the Bookmark Shop in a little bit, but right now we're at Torina in Bay Ridge for My Dollar, the best Italian restaurant around, and we are here with a special guest, Steve Schirripa. Steve, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, pal. Good to see you.
Yeah, welcome home to Brooklyn.
Yeah, very good. I love it here. This is where I grew up.
Yeah.
I feel very comfortable here. I mean, I don't get back as much as I used to, but great neighborhood.
Yeah.
Bay Ridge is a great neighborhood.
Yeah.
Always was. And this is a great restaurant, and
Yeah.
I like the neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah, growing up, did you have any favorite spots in Brooklyn? Was there a favorite pizzeria, restaurant? What was your spot?
It's MoonGoddess.
Okay.
I mean, Luigi's, which is in Park Slope, but MoonGoddess is a spot. And I tell you, a very underrated pizzeria right here, 5th Avenue 86, Pizza Wagon.
Pizza Wagon is my favorite square in the world, hands down.
You know, they don't advertise.
Yeah.
Like, they don't social media. So,
No.
you know, so they're not out there in the top 10 and all that,
Yeah.
you know. But great pizza since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Locali's, of course, is great, you know.
Mark is the best,
Mark
the best.
Iacono, I love
Yeah.
him to death, but great. Spony Gardens, if I had to go, the
Yeah.
number one spot. You know?
And what I love about Pizza Wagon is you go in. I want my pizzeria to still have the wood paneling. I want the booths that were built when people were really skinny.
Yeah.
And a little tight getting in, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I want.
Old school, but I mean, I just like to stand at the window.
Oh, yeah.
You know, stand at the window, get a couple slices,
Yeah.
and but very underrated. It's never on a list.
No,
You notice
no.
that? You know, another place never on any list are Toros.
Yeah.
Good
yeah.
pizza.
Very
And
good.
Danico on Mulberry Street.
Okay.
They're not on the list. They're
Okay.
under the radar. Great places.
Okay.
You know, great places. But
Okay.
Brooklyn, and then of course crispy pizza is always good. And
Incredible.
the number one most underrated pizza in
Okay.
all of New York City,
Yeah.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci, okay.
18th Avenue.
Yeah.
You ever been?
Yeah, no, I haven't been there in a long time.
Same owner.
Yeah.
Same family. Square.
Okay.
Square pizza. Yeah.
All right, so we're here for all of it. I got to ask you something. What is WillieBoy's favorite pizza? Now that he's living in the New England area, he's not biting on this Connecticut thing, is he? Is he still a New York pizza guy?
Yeah, he's
All right.
but he's been to Frank Pepe's.
Okay.
Loves Frank Pepe's.
He likes Frank Pepe's.
Come on, yeah,
All right,
I love
a little
Frank
crisp,
Pepe's.
a little crisp.
He loves Luigi's. He
Yeah.
was there a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Danico loves there. He loves the pasta.
Yeah.
At Danico's.
Yeah.
He's got different spots.
Yeah.
Very comfortable in these places.
Yeah.
He's been going there since he's a baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luigi's, Gio's a good guy.
Yeah.
And he's more than welcome there.
Yeah. And, you know, we're going to get back to you in a little bit, but the real star today is WillieBoy.
Absolutely.
I mean, WillieBoy is...
Hundreds of people. We've been doing book signings.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people are coming out
Yeah.
for Willie. I kid
Yeah.
you not.
Yeah.
They bring him gifts.
Yeah.
They bring him pictures. They bring their dogs, their weenie dogs, to meet him. Tomorrow's his birthday.
Yeah.
We're in Rhode Island in the theater.
Yeah.
It's sold out, 400 people.
Amazing.
It's for WillieBoy.
I love
The
it.
guy's a star.
I love it.
I tell my wife sometimes, I said, do you believe this? I mean, he did the Today Show
Yeah.
last week. He did Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
He did Maury Povich has a big YouTube show now. You know, he's done an episode of Blue Bloods.
Yeah.
He's
We should all have the success that WillieBoy is having.
Absolutely.
He's got more followers than me on Instagram.
Absolutely. This morning, my wife, I had to do something this morning, so she made us tacos, eggs with beans. She gave me 2. She's Mexican-American. Made me 2 tacos of beans on a paper plate. And then Willie was eating his egg on a real plate. I said, look at this. I have a paper plate. He's got a real plate.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. Is there anything better than the love of a dog, though?
No,
there's nothing better than a puppy.
Unconditional, you know. I mean, they don't care what you're going through.
No.
They know. They know when you're not happy.
Yep.
They know when you don't feel well.
Yep.
They know. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they know. And I mean, the dog has brought us so much joy. You know, we've had other dogs, and they were great. This one I was more involved in since we got him. You know, the other ones I was busy working, and my wife handled that. And she still handles Willie mostly, but I was more involved with him since we brought him home. He's a California dog. Loves the beach. Loves the beach. We brought him home 6 weeks. It's about the size of a baked potato.
So cute.
And, you know, we took him to the beach, I think a day or 2, he was carrying sticks.
I love it.
Hilarious.
And, you know, in addition to all his fame and celebrity, with your assistance, he has a new book out. He does WillieBoy Eats the World. WillieBoy Eats the World, on shelves now. Was this more Willie's idea, or was this your idea? A little bit.
What happened, I'll tell you how it all happened. So, you know, when I was on Blue Bloods, we used to make videos on Fridays. Watch Blue Bloods Friday night, you know, we used to do that, right? And I hadn't done mine yet. You know, I tuned in tonight. So I told my wife, get the camera. I was in California. I got a bag of popcorn. I was near the water. He's on my lap. And as I'm talking to the camera, he sticks his whole head in the bag and pulls it out. He's got a mouthful of popcorn, and I'm still talking, and he does it again. So we thought it was hilarious. We just posted it, and it got 4 million views. And so we started, you know, tortilla chips and this and that, and Italian food, and my wife, he likes his pasta al dente. And, you know, so we started feeding him all this kind of stuff. People were happy. We got thousands of comments. You make me happy. Willie puts a smile on my face. I had an idea. What about if we meet Willie at the dog park? You know, I only eat Italian food. He's gonna introduce me to sushi and Mexican food and Brazilian food and all kinds of things that, you know, Indian food. And so we had this idea for the book. I wrote it with Phil Lerman, who I've done other books with, and Kirk Parrish, wonderful illustrator, and we had this idea, and it's a wonderful book. And the message is try new things, not only for kids, obviously, and food, but hey, listen, I had a whole nother career. At 40 years old, I packed up, came back to New York, and started a career as an actor. Luckily, it worked out. But that's how the book came about. It's selling. It's #1 in books on Amazon. It's doing great, and it was just fun. We never monetized any of his videos. It had nothing to do with it. We wanted to immortalize Willie, and it's just fun. And my wife and my kids come to the signings. It's been good, you know.
It's beautiful. And you know what's so funny? You know, I have friends who read these books 400 or 500 pages. I can't get through the first 4 pages. What is it about great kids' books that within 20 pages give a great message like, try new things? That's something that we can all use. Try new things, meet new people.
That's what I mean.
It's so clean and pure.
It's for a dog, and obviously it's a kid book. But try new things, you know. Like you said, with the dogs, people love, you know, I think when I was a kid, I don't think people treated dogs like that.
No.
They kept them in the backyard, right?
Basement.
In the basement. Right? You know, they get them off the couch. I mean, this guy sleeps with us, you know. I think the last 20, 25 years, people realize that dogs are spiritual and you know.
So much.
I got a great, Aaron Judge gave me a quote. He's got 2 weenie dogs. Clyde Frasier, he gave us a great quote. You know, Bernadette Peters and Jose Andres, and they read the book and they liked it. And, you know.
Yeah, no, it is something about dogs, especially weenie dogs. They're the greatest.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Clyde Frasier. No, you just hosted the Garden of Laughs, Gardens of Dreams. You do so much great work for them. So much. And Garden of Dreams, if you're not familiar, they help at-risk children in crisis. What was it growing up that gave you the charitable side?
So first of all, I grew up on welfare.
Yeah.
Food stamps. I grew up not far from here, and always broke. Father, not a good guy, and my mother raised 5 of us.
Yeah.
A little apartment, and I've been lucky in life because let's not kid ourselves. It's hard work and it's luck combined, and I'm more than happy to help people.
Yeah.
When I can, I'm very involved in the Garden of Dreams Foundation. Money stays here in the tri-state area. Kids that come from poor families, foster kids that are sick. All these things, they do a lot for them. Scholarships and Make-A-Wish kind of stuff, and just great. I remember one Thanksgiving, we had no turkey. My mother said, I don't know what she said, but we didn't have any food like that. And the church that morning, I don't know how they found out, but they brought a box of a turkey and all the fixings and the whole dinner, and it was just wonderful. Listen, this happened 60 years ago. I still think about it.
That's New York. That's how New York rolls right now.
And it was wonderful. So when I get a chance, I try to help when I can. I can't do everything, but I do my best. And the Garden of Dreams is close to my heart. And we've raised, Garden of Laughs, I've raised $10 million. And Jim Dolan gets a bad rap. He's a wonderful guy. And I'm not just saying that. Generous guy. This is his thing. He gave us Radio City to do it. 6,000 people. Raised close to $2 million just a couple of weeks ago. And it's all Jim Dolan and that staff over there, the MSG. A lot of people don't see the behind the scenes stuff. And now I don't know when this is airing. Right? When is this airing?
It's going to air a little bit after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the playoffs and I see people are down on Brunson and. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Okay, they lost. They're going to be fine. In my opinion, they're fine in the playoffs. But people turn so quick, so fickle.
Yeah.
This guy brought us where he brought us. I'm hearing people, a guy in the street on the phone. Brunson, I gotta go.
Yeah, well, you know what? Look, we're New Yorkers, right? This is the same fan base that had the audacity to boo Patrick Ewing at one point.
Oh, yeah.
So this is kind of what we do.
I've been to Knick games.
Yeah.
Opening night, they booed them years ago.
What did we do wrong? Night. Yeah, we did nothing wrong yet. It's ridiculous.
They gotta take it easy with that stuff. I mean, the Knicks have lit up the city. It's been great. I'm a diehard fan. I've been there to the bad times, and I think it's all going to be fine.
You've been there the whole time, sir.
Yes.
You've been there the whole time.
I have.
Anyway, I know we have to get going across the street. We're going over to the bookmark. Got hundreds of people waiting to meet you and to meet Willie. Of course, you know where to find Steve on Instagram, but more importantly, Willie the Weenie of Wall Street. That's the important one, and it is his birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
So before we go over there, we got a little present for the Schirripa family, a little something from us here at Soul Free.
This is beautiful.
Oh, so where do you find that? A ceramic weenie?
That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you.
You got it, buddy.
My wife's gonna love that.
Yeah, we like to make your visit here special.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's great, man.
You got it.
Thank you very much. Willie's gonna love it.
Awesome.
We'll give it to him when we go home.
Yeah, we'll make a presentation.
Okay.
All right, it's Steve Schirripa. It's Soul Free.
So
right, it's been a great day. We want to give a huge thank you to everybody at the Bookmark Shop and Tarina for having us today. And of course, a huge thank you to the star of the day, WillieBoy, and his daddy, Steve Schirripa. It's Harlan, it's Soul Free. We'll see you real soon.
Today, I am channeling my moon goddess energy because with us now is Charee. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I truly believe in energy, and I was asking you around what age you felt something, and you said 7.
Yeah, around 7.
I was like, that's early. For me,
Yeah.
I think it was like 12. But tell us about your journey. What made you be who you are today?
Yeah, absolutely. So I moved to Long Island from California. I was raised a certain way and raised to believe in certain things. And when I moved to Long Island, everything kind of unleashed.
Okay.
And I knew there was something different in the energy. There was something different in the air. And I started exploring really other types of spiritualities. And so I always liked crystals, always obsessed with the moon, always. And I started finding community out here of other goddesses who really believed the same things that I did, who believed in energy, who believed in just compassion and love and wanted everybody to succeed and grow and be who they are. So I started doing ritual baths. And so I would mix salt and herbs and different things, getting real witchy with it.
Right.
And then I started just doing them on the full moon, different parts, doing little spells. And I was using my mother-in-law's bathtub because I was living with her at the time. And she had this great, big, gorgeous bathtub. And one day I took a picture of my bath.
Right.
And posted it on Instagram. And everyone was like, this is so cool. Can I get some of that? And I was like, absolutely. Then I started selling it. And then I started shipping
At like
it.
farmers markets and things like that?
To,
or
just
like,
to my friends.
Okay,
Yeah, just
they'd
to
be
my
like,
friends.
okay,
Yeah,
here you
just
go,
to
come
my
on
friends.
over.
Yeah, and then all my friends from California started seeing it. They're like, well, can you ship? So I started shipping it to California. Then I started the farmers markets.
Okay.
And that's how MoonGoddess Ritual Baths was born. I would sell scrubs, soaks, smudge sprays, all the things. And then I got into Reiki, which is energy healing. And I started doing that. And I'm a therapist by trade. That's my first and only career that I've ever had was therapy. So I started incorporating therapy and Reiki. And I absolutely
What
loved
have the
it.
results been? Tell
They've
us
been
like
really
the
good.
success stories of
Yeah.
somebody that maybe came to you and you were able to help them.
Well, one, myself.
Right, okay.
But another,
Yes, heal yourself first,
yes,
right?
Myself,
Right.
Yes, always heal yourself first. But just seeing, I work a lot with women who are stuck and really struggling after divorce, after just life transitions. And watching the women that come in my office really heal and be proud of who they are and where they've been has been absolutely divine. I also work in the recovery industry, so I'm the clinical director of 8 facilities. They're all up and down the California coast, so I'm busy.
Yes.
And watching people in recovery rise up has been absolutely amazing. And it's been so rewarding, and I love doing this work, and I just really feel like I've finally truly found my life's purpose.
Congratulations.
Thank
What's
you.
a good first step? What can someone do if they say, you know what, I know something's not quite right, I need to do something.
Yeah.
What would be a good first step for people in our audience?
I would say find a really good, it could be a health coach, it could be a therapist, it could be a healer. Find someone that they trust, or even a friend that they trust to really open up and be vulnerable. That's the very first step, is to open up and say something doesn't feel right, I don't feel aligned with this, I don't feel aligned with who I am, and find someone to talk to about it. And then you can take action, but really being vulnerable is the first step.
Lovely. Thank you so much for joining us, Charee.
Of course.
Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Every full moon, may it
Yes.
bring you like amazingness.
Yes.
And thank you once again.
Of course.
There you go. You know, there's just one sun and one golden moon. Although there are more moons in the solar system and probably even more suns, who knows? But while you're here, wherever you are on Earth, we hope that the moon does bring you some joy. Thanks for watching. Joining us now is Travis, and we're going to be talking about reconstruction after disasters. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. So restoration companies, Elite Restoration, you were really going to be focusing on the commercial buildings, but you've also done residential for years.
Sure, yeah. We do disaster cleanup. So hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, fires, floods, asbestos, anything that's kind of horrific or something unplanned typically is where we come in. We kind of the worst guys to know in the best situation. The best guys to know in the worst situation, I should say.
Got it. Because you have experience in dealing with disasters.
Yes, I actually got into the industry. I flooded my parents' house when I was younger.
You did?
And yeah.
Travis, what happened?
I think I had a party the night before and ended up doing the dishes before my parents got there, and my mom always said, wash the dishes before you put them in the dishwasher.
Right.
I didn't want to do that, so I just put a lot of soap in. Turns out it was hand soap in the dishwasher. I fell asleep on the couch, woke up to a kind of a foam party, if you will, my dad walking and screaming. So I destroyed the whole first floor in the basement of the house. So kind of got into the insurance world that way and learned a lot about some devastation and how to kind of navigate through that world. And
wow, by now they've forgiven you, though.
They have, yes.
That's important.
Statute of limitations, I guess.
There you go. Sometimes pipes burst.
All the time, yeah.
All the time. So do you help people with that too?
Sure.
You know, sometimes, in fact, recently a friend, they had a garage or whatever, and a pipe burst, and all their sheetrock in their finished garage was gone, and then they had to, you know, put in special sheetrock because it needed to be like the fire-resistant sheetrock.
Sure.
It's a mess, right? But commercial buildings, same thing. So if there's like a sprinkler system breaks, floods out the whole entire building.
Yeah, they pump out a lot of water in such a short period of time, and they can leave a huge mess. I mean, we specialize in large losses. We call them commercial-sized properties, a Marriott hotel with multiple floors and multiple units flooded. There's a lot of moving parts when it comes to the bigger things, the commercial buildings, but sprinklers are a big one. You know, supply lines and things that could be tiny in a residential home. There's so much area to cover, and it can be very devastating. Absolutely.
So when Elite comes into the scene, right? So are you like wearing like hazmat suits and things like that to like remove all that debris first? Do you do everything from concept to completion?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're a full service restoration company. We do come in and wear the space suits when necessary. So if there's lead or mold, we have to handle things a little differently. If it's contaminated water, you know, from a sewage line or something along those lines, we do have to handle things and treat them a little differently. All of our technicians are certified with industry IICRC training, so we can specialize in the hazardous material, the removal, the proper containment, and things of that nature. You know, when you have a commercial building, say a hotel, for example, you know, you don't want a bunch of guys walking around in white spacesuits because you scare all the guests. So we have
so the floors that are still okay, right?
Yeah, so we have an approach that we can come in and kind of incognito, where we can, you know, work behind the scenes so we're not scaring your guests and, you know, making it more of a calmer process.
Lovely. What should people expect as we wrap up? Do you give them a timeline? Like, do you go in and you say, this is the bid on the job? We think it's going to be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. And do you also help them deal with their insurance?
Yeah, so we hold their hand through the whole process.
Perfect.
Most of our business, I would say 80% of our business is through the insurance companies. So we can give them a general idea on the emergency process, which we call phase one. This is going to take, you know, anywhere from 3 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the case may be, between the drying process, the demolition, the containment. We're very neat and organized through that process. And then the repairs can take a little bit longer, depending on if they're waiting for the insurance insurance to kind of settle numbers, but we will hold their hand through the whole process, make sure it's as smooth as possible, because it can be very frustrating dealing with insurance companies, as I'm sure a lot of your viewers have experienced. So we try to be the cool, calm, and collected portion of that, and take the anchor off, take the weight off of the shoulders of our clients, because it can be really stressful, and that's the one thing that we try to give peace of mind. And we try to treat every home as our own and every business as ours, so we understand the value of doing a good job, clean, neat, and stress-free as much as possible.
Absolutely. And I like the fact that you are knowledgeable, that you've been in the business for a long time, like you know what you're doing. Like you've probably been swinging a hammer since you were 3. So thank you, Travis.
Close, yeah.
Very close to that, right?
Yeah,
Thank you
close.
very much. Stay tuned for more. We've been living it up right here with Travis. I know that we have a lot of B2B clients out there, and if you obviously, sadly, have a disaster, give Travis a call. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
With us now is Andrea, and we're going to be talking about her book. It is The Tradigital Grandma. Pretty exciting, and it's From Favorite to Forever. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me. I'm fabulous. How are you?
Good. Now, you've written children's books. You've done all kinds of things. You've been an author. You've been a radio host. Andrea, you've been doing a lot of things. And you were actually a Spanish teacher, right?
Correct.
Okay. Congratulations on being a grandmother.
Thank you so much.
That must be such a joy for you.
Beyond anything I could have hoped for or dreamt about.
Okay.
And that was really the turning point for my life, becoming an author. As you know, I was a very dedicated high school Spanish teacher for over 31 years. And I also did a lot of journalism, writing for newspapers. I did a talk show, radio show. And I'm also a columnist for Spotlight on Long Island. And when my grandson was born, after listening to so many families through the years, talking about how fiercely they love their families and how they want to stay connected and keep the traditions alive, I started writing my children's books about generational love.
Okay.
But then I was spent speaking to so many other grandmothers who have a wish. They want to be remembered.
Right. They want to leave legacy.
And
right?
I told them I'm going to make them unforgettable.
I love that. It's From Favorite to Forever.
So the book is The Tradigital Grandma, which focuses on so many ideas of how to relate to your grandchildren at all different ages. And then along with that is the From Favorite to Forever platform, which is, it's not an app because it's available on your phone, on your desktop. I've made it very easy for grandparents to upload videos, memories, recipes.
Yeah, show me how it used to be. Show me, you brought in some of your old recipes, and I thought that was hilarious.
My famous tomato sauce recipe to my children, all written down. So what did I do?
Let me see, Andrea. It's in your handwriting?
I took a picture of it and uploaded it onto the From Famous to Forever app, which is fabulous. It's very easy to use. And we blend from the book, which gives you all different ideas. We blend timeless traditions and memories, and we keep it for the future. And the platform is where you get a legacy inheritor.
Okay.
So you name somebody from the next generation who will then take all of your memories that you've uploaded and pass it along to the next generation, and so on and so on.
This is done so well. I was so impressed. And when I started telling people about it, they're like, I need that, I want that, I need that, I want that, right?
Thank you.
Because people that are now of grandparent age, a lot of us were there, like, when MTV started. We are the last generation, really, that went from, traditional, and now we need to be tradigital.
Absolutely.
Right?
We are the bridge.
We are
the bridge generation who is going to bring all of the past, keep it current, and let the future know all about it. And my book, The Tradigital Grandma, is full of ideas and stories and photos from real people, no AI images, really real people who've submitted their memories and the hands pictures in there.
I saw that. That's adorable.
It's fabulous. It's just, And
you brought a box. So what was one of your ideas?
So one of my ideas is to create a time capsule gift.
Okay.
which means they open this gift later down the road. And when they open it, they say, my grandma thought about me this far in advance, you know, that I would have something for her on this special day of mine. And I can't tell you what's in here because I'm sure my grandkids are going to be watching the show, and I don't want to let them know what's in there.
Well, congratulations. It's been a wonderful journey for you. I know that you're going to be taking this on the road. You're going to be doing a lot of workshops and things like that.
Doing workshops, Zoom meetings. I also go to people's homes, and we set up right there and over lunch at different restaurants. So the Tradigital Grandma has grown such a community that it's almost becoming a movement, and I think it will be a movement soon. And I look forward to helping grandmas and anybody in a family.
Right. It could even be grandpas.
Anybody.
But the name of the book is this, but it could be anybody.
I'm the Tradigital Grandma.
I understand that. Well, congratulations.
Thank you
really
so
wishing
much,
you
Donna.
continued success.
Thank you.
And of course, I'm not a grandmother yet, but someday. I also love the infinity symbol on this. This is just done really very well. And it's not like it's only like a little pamphlet. This is like an actual book. Lots of ideas, a lot of show and tell in here. You teach people how to do it. And if not, I'm sure they could go to your website if they had any questions.
Absolutely.
So even if they're not tech savvy, you're going to help get them there.
Absolutely, 100%.
I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Donna. Thank you.
There you go. If you would love to leave something for your grandchildren so that you could be remembered forever, check out the book. I think it's a really great idea.
This is Donna Drake. Happy journeys!
Take my hand, come with me, and we'll find better ways to be something much more.
Thanks for watching Live It Up. You can visit us at liveituptvshow.com.